As Season 3 of Bridgerton looms around the corner, rumors are circulating around the ton once again. Specifically, will the Duke of Hastings make an appearance next season? And if he does, then will it be the same Regé Page we know and love? Or will he be played by someone else? Stick with us to find out whether the rumors are true or not. Let's dive in. First things first, is Regé Page ever coming back to reprise his role as the Duke of Hastings? After Regé Page's stellar performance as Simon in the debut season of Bridgerton, which had focused on Daphne Bridgerton and her tumultuous yet steamy romance with the rakish Duke of Hastings, it's no wonder fans are wondering when he will be making a reappearance or whether he will be making one at all. Unfortunately, fans will be disappointed to hear that Regé Page will not be back for the next season. He's actually made this appearance several times ever since the first season premiered. On Netflix's official Twitter, they shared the news long before the second season came out, which said, "Dearest readers, while all eyes turn to Lord Anthony Bridgerton's quest to find a Viscountess, we bid adieu to Regé Page, who so triumphantly played the Duke of Hastings." Then back in June, an article published in The Sun caused some controversy, which basically said that the ex-Bridgerton actor was in talks to return to the show for Season 3, but Regé Page quickly shut that down, taking to Instagram where he posted a picture of himself and Jonathan Bailey, who plays Anthony Bridgerton on the show. Fans might have been very happy to see the duo together again, especially after reading the caption below that read, "The boys are back in town," if only not for what came after that. "No, I'm not going back to the show, BTW." The papers made that one up. Next up, will Simon be recast for Season 3? Now that it's been established that Regé is unfortunately not coming back, even after stealing so many of our hearts, now fans are wondering whether the Duke of Hastings will be recast. There's actually been some debate about whether it's needed at all. On one hand, fans who fell in love with the Duke of Hastings' charming performance were pretty disappointed when he didn't feature in the second season at all. Sure, it was all about Anthony Bridgerton and his quest to find his Viscountess, but the Duke did not even attend the wedding, even though it had been established that they were really good friends in Season 1. And yet his wife Daphne showed up in many episodes of the second season, participating in events and giving advice where needed. They feel that if the Duke keeps being absent for unexplained trips anymore, it's going to sound weird. On the other hand, some other viewers of the show don't think it's really necessary. Readers of the original books the show is based on already know that each season follows one of the books of the Bridgerton series, and each book centers around a different Bridgerton sibling. The first book starts with Daphne's budding romance with the Duke of Hastings, and then it goes from Anthony of Hyacinth's journey to find love, all in alphabetical order. Thus, book readers already know that Daphne and Simon don't appear as much in the next books. At the moment, there's been zero accurate information that Simon will be recast, so it's possible that the show might just keep on mentioning the Duke by name only. Let's look at a few actors who could be the next Simon. One of the biggest concerns about recasting the Duke of Hastings is that Regé Page did such a good job on it. We're not sure anyone could ever measure up to him and the way he portrayed Simon's redemption arc. Either way, after Hyacinth recently got recast as Hannah Dodd after Ruby Stokes couldn't commit to the show, recasting Simon is something that's a very real possibility. We've rounded a few people who might be able to pull off the role. The first person that comes to mind is Lucien Viscount, who did an amazing job on Emily in Paris when he played Emily's love interest, Alfie, in Season 2. The dynamic between Emily and Alfie is actually not that far-fetched from that of Daphne and Simon. In the show, Alfie had the vibe of being really intriguing, but at the same time sometimes irritating, which is pretty similar to the energy of the Duke. Even better, Viscount's already acted alongside Dynevor before on Snatch, where they actually played a couple, Billy and Lottie. Another person who could do pretty well as the Duke of Hastings is Alfred Enna, who is most famous for his iconic role in How to Get Away with Murder. He's also known for playing Dean Thomas in the Harry Potter franchise. Other than the fact that he's clearly very good at acting the part, Enoch is also pretty close to Regé's age, and his frame is pretty similar too. Other really good choices to play Simon would include Aldous Hodge, Nick Segar, and Augie Smith. And finally, what's next for Season 3? Interestingly, Netflix has decided to diverge from the book's set-out order this time. After Anthony's book, the next one was supposed to be all about Benedict Bridgerton and his fairy tale romance with Sophie Beckett. Instead, the show decided to skip over the book for now and instead focus on the long-awaited romance between Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington. The show didn't leave on a very high note for the two in the last season's finale. After Colin uncovered Lord Featherington's scam, he went on to break Penelope's heart when she overheard him saying to his friends that he'd never court her. It's definitely going to be a whirlwind romance, and we can't wait to see it play out, which should be any time now, hopefully. Now, moving on to other news. First up, Charithra Chandra from Bridgerton transforms into Manish Malhotra voluptuous bride for a magazine photo shoot. Charitha Chandran was the season's diamond and bride in the second season of the hit Netflix series Bridgerton. The British actress, who was brought up in a Tamilian household, has taken on the role of a bride after dressing in a Manish Malhotra lehenga for a photo shoot. The actor wore a stunning white ensemble on the cover of a travel publication's Destination Wedding issue. In the Indian issue of Condé Nast Traveler magazine, Charitha is shown wearing an identical veil from Manish Malhotra's Kab Mijwan 2022 collection over a white full-sleeve shirt and embroidered lehenga. She is depicted as a bride with a flower bouquet. She only wears 2 delicate necklaces around her neck and hardly any jewelry, looking at the camera with the utmost grace. Fans of the show are immediately reminded of her epic role as the delicate Edwina Sharma on Bridgerton. The magazine cover was also posted on Instagram by Manish, where it received super positive feedback. The comment section ablaze with calling her the season's diamond, and she sure is. Next up, Bridgerton Teases Polin in new set image as season 3 is underway. Bridgerton's official Instagram account teased us with a fresh glimpse at Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington on the set of the hit Netflix series, and we can't wait to see what's next. The caption on the photo of the couple, who are confirmed to be the center of the next season 3, read, My, there certainly was a lot happening here during our second social season. In the photo, Nicholas Coughlan and Luke Newton, who play Penelope and Colin, are standing together out of costume, with Luke wearing lilac Crocs and Nicholas sporting all black with gigantic sunglasses. It's a pretty cute snap. We can even see Phoebe Dynevor in the back making a silly face as she photobombs the couple. It's not much, but we already can't wait for when the next season comes out and we can finally find out if Poland's will they won't they romance gets the satisfying conclusion they deserve. Last but not least, Bridgerton Experience graciously making its way to Denver to your delight. If you're anything like us or other Bridgerton mega fans, you're definitely waiting to hear any exciting information about season 3. Unfortunately, it won't be out until the spring or summer of 2023. The wait might feel like torture, but don't give up hope just yet. The social season has arrived, and Her Majesty the Queen has invited all high society Denverites to the Queen's Ball, a Bridgerton experience. If you've been on TikTok in the past few months, you've probably seen a video or two of fans dressed up in their best ball costumes. A Bridgerton experience has received positive feedback since its debut in Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Atlanta, and Montreal, and now it's coming to Denver, whisking guests to Regency-era London for a spectacular experience highlighting the best of what Bridgerton has to offer. During a Bridgerton experience, guests will be treated to live performances by a string quartet playing songs from the famous show, as well as interact with high society aristocratic people in the hopes of attracting the Queen's attention and being dubbed the Diamond of the Evening. There are also other immersive chambers that lead visitors through Madame Delacroix's Modiste to appreciate the fashion, as well as an underground Regency-era painting studio for an excellent photo opportunity. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think the Duke of Hastings should be recast? If yes, who should play him? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.